What up, y'all? So I decided I wanted to talk about this fight, man, because over the time, right, we so excited for the Earl Spencer Terrence Crawford fight, right? But it's a couple of fights that might even happen before the announcement, which is crazy to me, but it is what it is. I still wait on it. I ain't got no problem. It's alright, I guess. But it's a big heavyweight fight coming up that I think is a great matchup between Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz. And this style to me is a perfect matchup because you got basically a heavy hitter versus a guy with fast hands, right? But to be honest, man, I really think this like a slaughterhouse type of fight for Andy Ruiz, man. I think we might see Andy Ruiz getting stopped. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, because it's boxing or whatever, and maybe somehow Luis Ortiz finally fucking age overnight. And Andy Ruiz might be too young, too fast for him or whatever. But I highly doubt that because I watched Andy Ruiz's last fight versus Chris Arreola last year. I think that was his last fight, right? Yeah. Last year, he went tooth and nail with Chris Arreola. Like, literally. Chris Arreola was able to drop him with, like, a straight right hand. Like, I think, like, over the top of his head. It wasn't even the top of his head, like the side of his head. He dropped Andy Ruiz, right? The boy fell to his knees and shit. I said, okay. It was a good shot, but Chris Arreola ain't punching like Luis Ortiz. We all know that. Luis Ortiz been around. He got a couple shots at Deontay Wilder, came close or whatever, but ended up getting stopped. But we know that Andy Ruiz don't punch like Wilder, right? He don't punch like Wilder. So I don't really see Luis Ortiz just going out from like a shocking punch like that or whatever. But Andy Ruiz does have speed, but Luis Ortiz got time and he got power, like I said. So it's like this. Andy Ruiz have a lapse in focus. Luis Ortiz catch him. He gonna fall. He gonna fall. And then after that, is a barrage mode of punches that's coming after that. And then plus Luis Ortiz, a left-hander. He a southpaw. So it's like all these different elements is against Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz had his good shot versus Anthony Joshua, right? He beat Anthony Joshua. Got dropped in the process, right? After that fight, he ate a bunch of tacos and burritos. Got real big, lost the second fight from being undisciplined. I think he's back on track, his mind back in the right place. He left the bum of a coach, Eddie Reynoso, overrated. He left him. So now he in a better position. So I'm curious to see how he turned out with this new trainer. I think he with, what's his name? I can't think of. But he got him new trainer, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he a lot better. But I still just can't see him beating Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz has a chance. It just, when you get punched by Wilder, it don't matter how much of a chin you got. You can't take a flush punch from that dude. So, with that being said, man, this is a nice fight that I would like to see, that I'm waiting on. But I'm picking Luis Ortiz. I'd like to hear y'all picks too. I'm picking Luis Ortiz. He bigger. Andy Ruiz he's just fat, to be honest. He ain't really that big. Like if he was to slim down, actually get in shape, he'd probably be the smallest heavyweight in that motherfucker. He ain't that big. Luis Ortiz has just as much boxing skills he does, if not more, which I think more, because he has the better fundamentals. He uses the jab. He got time. He time you with a straight left hand. He goes to the back. He a better boxer, bro. Period. Andy Ruiz got them fast hands, but that shit ain't enough. When you can get tired. And he always getting dropped by guys he always get dropped. Andy Ruiz always get dropped. So, and then I heard and Deontay Wilder pick. He also picked Luis Ortiz, and he said it might be a third fight. So, Luis Ortiz, man, he might get a third shot at Wilder, because I know Wilder gonna knock Helenia's head off. He gonna scalp him, so I know that's gonna happen. So, he might get a third shot at Deontay Wilder. Why not? I think Usyk gonna beat Anthony Joshua. Even if the Wilder and Luis Ortiz don't happen for a third time, I like to see this matchup: Wilder versus Usyk, Luis Ortiz versus Anthony Joshua, or the opposite. I think there you can miss. They ain't got that many dudes at heavyweight. I think them niggas just might as well just mix and match this shit up, man. Just mix this shit up for some excitement, man. Where niggas that actually get excited. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, that's all I got, man. I got Luis Ortiz rocking his ass, rocking him and socking him, and getting his ass up out of there. Y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already, and I'm out, y'all.